Conrad Models is based just outside Nuremberg in Germany, and with most models now being made in China, Conrad is one of the last companies still making this kind of product in Europe. 2016 is a special year for Conrad because it's its 60th anniversary. And at its factory there's a showroom, and that contains models made throughout the past 60 years. Conrad Models certainly has an impressive history, and to celebrate its 60th anniversary it held an open day at its factory and also commissioned a special model to celebrate the occasion. Here is the model, and as you can see it comes in some special packaging, and it's got a nice high quality feel. If we ease off the strap then we can open up the box, and then we can see this special commemorative model. It's a Büffel B90 Dozer, and it's a fitting model because it was first introduced as a real machine in 1956, the same year that the Conrad company started. In the box is the model, and a nice metal base plate for it to sit on. Also included is a small leaflet, and that explains the history of the real machine, and there's also a short history of the Conrad company, and that's printed in both English and German. To begin with, the base has nice graphics with the name of the machine on it, as well as the anniversary dates. Underneath, the model number is 1060, which is quite appropriate, and the track frame linkages are modelled. The tracks look good, but they are in fact plastic, and they're mounted on nice spoked sprockets. Inside the cab is a seat, and it's a place where you'll find some big knobs. At the back, the ripper assembly is all metal, and the Büffel name is printed. The hydraulic rams for the dozer blade are finely detailed with bolt heads in the end, and the blade itself has got some wear plate detailing. To start with, let's check the base out and see how the model's mounted, and it just slots into place. The crawler tracks roll quite well if you turn them by hand, and one of the sprockets is spring-loaded to maintain the tension. There's too much friction in the tracks for them to roll on a smooth surface, but put the Büffel on some rough terrain and apply a bit of pressure and the tracks roll well. There's also another small feature which is implemented on the track frames, and that's some transverse oscillation. Let's now take a look at the dozer blade end of things, and it raises up to a good height. Not only that, but you can angle it sideways as well, and it's a nice and rather neat mechanism that Conrad has implemented, and it's got a good range of movement in both directions. Let's now go to the other end and take a look at the ripper assembly, and we can see that that also performs well with a good range of movement. There's also a long single shank which can be rotated into position. Time now for a genuine imitation, nothing like real life test. And let's have the Büffel skidding about, shifting some rocks. It looks super realistic with a giant hand pushing it along. It's always interesting to see a model of a historic machine, and this is a good choice by Conrad to celebrate their 60th anniversary. The model itself is beautifully presented in its presentation box, and it looks really nice on its metal base plate. Overall, it's a very nice model, which is outstanding.